So now we'll be starting the segment with glimpses of the glorious past. We'll start with the year 2004, and on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism started traveling around the world when he was just 25 years of the age, in the year of 2003 itself. So even at that early age, he had the clear vision of establishing Kailasa, the enlightened civilization and the greatest Hinduism. In the year 2004, he undertook his second world tour covering 3 regions: Malaysia, USA and South America. He visited 10 cities in the USA, conducting meditation programs, delivering free satsanga and initiating the people with the Hindu truths. In this video clip, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism talks about the Trinetra, third eye, Tadak initiations, entanglement with the third eye. So let us listen from Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Anya means willpower. Why this chakra is called as willpower? If this chakra opens, your whole thoughts, your whole thinking trend will be changed. Not only that, whatever you think will become reality. What is this? Like a genie tale Swamiji is telling. Whatever you think will become reality. Don't think I am telling some genie tales, or I am telling some story. See these organizers sitting here. I am not telling any genie tales. As of now, 80% of our energy is spent just in vague thoughts, not in a solid way, just in a vague thoughts. And only 20% is spent in a creativity. Once this energy, Anya Chakra, is awakened, only 20% will be spent in the vague thoughts and 80% will start moving in the creativity. 80% of the energy will start moving in creativity. That is why when this chakra opens, your thoughts will become reality. You will have the energy to work out your thoughts. As of now, your thoughts are, you are so crowded with thoughts, no energy is left to create. There is no energy for creativity. You are just crowded. You are nothing more than a crowd of asylum, crowd of madness. You are nothing more than a big asylum. But when this chakra opens, number of thoughts reduce and the intensity of thoughts increase. Intensity increases. It becomes more powerful and more deep. That is the power of this chakra. This chakra is called Chakraraj, the king of chakras. Why? If this chakra is awakened, your all the other 6 chakras also will be awakened. If you work on the Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Anagata, Vishuddhi, only that chakra will be awakened. But as far as this chakra is concerned, if you work on this chakra, all the 7 will be awakened. There is one small danger with this chakra. Whatever you think will become reality. With this chakra awakening, all your thoughts, whether good or bad, it will become reality. A small story. There is a tree called Kalpavriksha. Kalpavriksha. Tree, whatever you think, sitting under it, the wish will be fulfilled. It's very funny, it's very, like a fairy tale. We do not know whether it existed or not, that tree. Like a fairy tale. Under the tree, if you sit and think whatever, that will become reality. One guy was sitting under the tree without even knowing it is a Kalpavriksha. And suddenly he thought, oh, I have so much of hunger. If I get food, it will be really nice. He saw the food was in front of him. He ate. The next, if I get 2 cards, to sleep, it will be really nice. He got 2 cards. He got immediately 2 cards. Next, we get 2-3 ladies to press my feet and serve me. It will be really grand. Immediately some 2-3 young women serving him. Suddenly he thought, what is this? Whatever I am thinking is becoming a reality. If a tiger comes and kills me, what will happen? Next moment, tiger appeared and killed him. See, at least you would have been alive if he has not went and slept under the tree. If you would have been outside, at least you would have been alive. You wouldn't have died. When you come to this chakra, it creates so much of energy in you. There is one danger. It's almost like going near the fire. If you know the right technique, you can use the fire for cooking, for heating your body and everything. But if you just misbehave with it, what it does, it just burns you like electricity. If you work properly with it, you will get all benefits. The moment you misbehave, you are finished. So this chakra is like electricity. This chakra is like a fire. This chakra is equally powerful like the tree. Meditate on this chakra, you will get that same power. Okay? Actually, this chakra is just like the Kalpavriksha. Whatever you think, the thought will get the power. One thing you should understand, I want you to understand. If the number of thoughts are more, the intensity will be less. If the quantity is more, quality will be less. If the quantity is less, naturally, the quality will be more. When this chakra is awakened, that is what happens. The quality is increased, quantity is reduced. With ego, this chakra gets locked. When you identify yourself with anything outer, this chakra gets locked. When you start living an innocent, simple life, when I say the word innocence, I mean totally different. Let me explain it to you. The energy of this chakra opens. Let me explain what I mean by the word ego and what I mean by the word innocence. What you all think as you tell me.
Who I am?
Who am is ego?
Yes.
Not that. When you ask who I am, your ego disappears. Yes.
That there's a group God, I'm the only God, and I can do anything I want to.
Okay. Then? Yes.
When you think too much about yourself, like you think you're all great and like you're better than everyone.
Then?
Self-center.
I enlighten your image.
Then?
Ego is something that takes away from the reality and it makes you think outside something that is very vague. It takes you to where you have some kind of to boost something. It is imaginary, it's not real. But it takes you to a certain extent that you think of yourself much more than
What you are.
what you are.
Okay. Let me give you explanation from different angles. If I ask some of you who you are, what will you tell? First you will tell your name. Then you will tell, I am son of so-and-so. Then I am husband of so-and-so. I am brother of so-and-so. I am father of so-and-so. I am a boss of so-and-so. Or I am a subordinate of so-and-so. These are the answers you will give. You are boss for your subordinate. You are subordinate for your boss. You are husband for your wife. You are son for your father. You are father for your son. Who are you for you? Who are you for you? All these things exist related to others. Your neighbor for your neighbor, your friend for your friend. Yes, tell me.
I am the spirit residing in this body.
What do you mean by the word spirit?
Spirit is something that always with you. When you are born in this world, it is with you and it always stays with you. And it is that is functioning you all the time.
How it looks,
It doesn't have any form or anything. It just
how it is.
how
Such a vague concept.
That is what I am trying to prove. Our idea about spirit is just a vague concept. It has not become solid experience, ma'am.
But it is an experience that when you see it, that you think it that way, that it becomes an experience.
But by thinking, experience can never happen. If it has become experience, you will not have any fear, any what to say that, bondage. See, when you say your spirit, but if somebody tortures your body, what do you immediately shout? Oh, I am having pain. You suffer the pain. And what about you? I myself suffer the pain. Even after the experience, when I live if I have to live in the body, means I have to undergo the usual things of the body. In Malaysia, some 6,000-7,000 people in exertion, still my hand is there. My hand is there as it is, and I started giving exertion the left hand. So when you live in the body, you undergo the pain. The pain and all those things are compulsory because you don't know who you are. Anyhow, some other answers about the spirit or who you are for yourself.
So the spirit is like a shapeless. It's like a shapeless, weightless form, and it's like the only thing in the world that you actually own. Because you don't really own the body; it's God that actually operates it.
You are sure?
Yes.
You are sure about all these things?
Let's say 85%.
What about that 15%?
Oh, that 15%, I'm not sure because you kind of control the body, but then I kind of learned that you don't really own the body, so I'll just say 85% to be safe.
What about you?
Spark is universalistic consciousness.
Again, all these words, just tell me.
You're right. Well, all these things are what are read from books itself.
Just read from the books.
Yeah.
See, when I was 10-year-old boy, I went to a Swami called Annamalai Swami. He is a disciple of Ramana Maharshi, direct disciple of Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi is the person who lived in South India, my native place, and he is one of the enlightened master who, I can say, who's the witness for that spiritual, highest spiritual state, who lived in the same state for so many years in India, and who is well known all over the world. His disciple Ramana Maharshi's disciple Annamalai Swami. Ramana Maharshi had 4 disciples, enlightened disciples. He is the one in that 4. This guy is very inspiring person. When I was 10-year-old boy, I was taken to him by my family. He was talking to a group of people. We are beyond body, we don't have pain or suffering and all those things. When I heard again, I was fascinated. What? We don't get pain, we are beyond suffering. I went to the house and took a knife and cut my thigh to see whether we really have pain or not. Still now the mark is there. A big mark. Of course, I had the pain. They took me to the hospital and they did all the first aid, everything. And my mom was shouting at me, what foolish thing you did. Then again I went to that Swami back to that Swami, asking him, what is this? You taught something foolish, and I went and tested it on myself. God saved, at least I tested it on the thigh, not on the neck. And why did you preach this? Then he said, you didn't understand what I meant. Go and do this meditation technique. He gave me a small meditation technique to search from where thoughts are raising. He told me, go and meditate, you will understand. Anyhow, for the time being, I got some answer and went away, started meditating. After 2 years of meditation, suddenly one day evening, I had a wonderful experience. This is my first spiritual experience. I was sitting and trying to meditate. Suddenly something broke in my being. I saw very clearly the third eye. The third eye was only opening. I could see complete 360 degree in single moment. See, you all know 120 degree vision. 120 degree you can see without moving your head. But I don't know how you will be able to understand. Complete 360 degree I was able to see without moving the head. And my eyes are closed. Not only this side 360 degree. Imagine the cutout behind my back. And this side, this doll, and this doll, and that side, everything, without moving my head. And not only this side 360 degree, and this side 360 degree also. The sky on the head, the temple in the front, and the hillock in the back, and the rock on which I am sitting. The whole thing, actually, the first moment when I started seeing, I was frightened. The next moment, I felt that not only I was seeing, I felt that the whole thing is me. I started feeling it. Of course, the experience continued for more than 1.5 hours. When I came down from that experience, it's like I was having a deep fever of bliss. It was so ecstatic and blissful. It's a deep fever of bliss. But the problem is, I do not know whether this is spiritual experience or anything. First of all, I do not know what is spiritual experience. That was the age. So I was frightened. I thought some ghost has possessed me. Some spirit has possessed me. So I ran to the Swami again, to another one lady. She told me, no, you are not possessed by spirit, you are possessed by God. She consoled and the story goes, that is different. When you really search, who am I? You get a solid experience. Now, without knowing who am I, throughout your life, you identify yourself as a Hindu, or as a Muslim, or as a Christian, or as an Indian, or American, or Germany, or you are this body, you belong to this society, you belong to this community, you belong to this family. You live with the fake identities. Instead of searching for the original identity, you live with the fake identities. The more the fake identities you gather around yourself, the more egoistic you are. The less you identify yourself with the fake identities, more innocent you are. If you understand all these identities are just fake, then you will see, you will become more and more innocent. Innocent guy lives more richly and more happily. Understand? When I say he lives in a more rich way, I mean not only in the money, even in the quality. Innocent guy will be so spontaneous. One more thing I want you all to know, I want all of you to know, even the scientific researchers prove the third eye, when the Ajna Chakra is awakened, the front, they call it frontal lobe medically. Medically it is called frontal lobe. Which is the in charge. The frontal lobe is the in charge of attention, wisdom, responsibility, memory, for so many things. All these things are handled only by the frontal lobe. If the frontal lobe is activated, you will see, if the third eye is activated, your energy of taking the responsibility, your energy to take the decisions, your power to decide, your wisdom will all expand and explode in a multiple scale, in a big way. It will start working. Even the doctors, even the medical field people, they are working intensely on the third eye. Now a lot of research is going on the third eye. NASA is trying to catch the techniques of third eye to develop new human beings. They saw the power of memory and concentration expressed by these enlightened guys, especially these lamas. So now they are working on the third eye to catch the techniques and to use it on the use it for different purposes. Let me give the few basic simple things about this Ajna Chakra. First thing, the more you identify yourself with your fake identities, the more world is distorted. You see what you want to see. You see what you don't want to see. You should understand one thing. Most of the time, we never collect arguments and give judgment. We give judgment and collect arguments to support the judgment. Most of the time in your life, you pass judgment and then create arguments to support, arguments to justify it. That's the way we work. That's the way our life goes on. There's a small incident which happened in my own life. I had a driver, he's a fanatic Hindu. That is the only, just for that reason I have to stop him. Good guy, highly dedicated, but fanatic Hindu. Every day he used to take me in a route to my city center to ashram. We have two ashrams in Bengaluru. One is the main ashram headquarters, another one is small city center. And in the route, one day I wanted to go to some other place. So on the way, there's a big mosque. I told him to take a right near the mosque. He says, no, there is no mosque, Swamiji. What are you telling? I told him, Ari, there is a mosque. I told the place where the mosque is there. He said, no, there is no mosque. Then I told him the exact hotel next to which the mosque is there. He said, no, there is no mosque, Swamiji. Only one Anjaneya temple is there. I said, all right, next to the Anjaneya temple only take the right. The thing which you need to understand is, the mosque is 5 times bigger than the temple. 6 months he is going by the same route. His mind is recording the temple, but his mind has not recorded the mosque. When we went there, he himself was shocked. He said, Swamiji, first time I am seeing the mosque. I do not know how I have travelled on the same route for last 6 months. First time I am seeing this mosque. Actually, you also do so many times the same mistake. You see the world based on your conditions, based on your identifications. You don't see whatever exists. You see what you want to see and the way in which you want to see. Any incident, any person or any situation, you see only as you want it. The modern day psychologists, they prove you see only 2% of the happenings around you. If 100 things are happening around you, you see only 2%. And that too, what you wanted to see. Not everything else. So all our judgment, all our thinking, everything is based on what do you want to see. Everything is based on the way in which you wanted to see. There is a beautiful concept in Vedanta. Drishti Srishti means seeing what you want to see. Not seeing what is, seeing what you want. In our life, we see only what we want to see. When the Samya Chakra is awakened, you will start having a deep intuition and a clear intelligence about everything, because your vision will become more sharper and deeper, not only the physical vision. I am telling about the inner vision, inner clarity. You will have more clear arguments, more clear judgments, more clear thinking. Yes.
At that point, what energy guides you and what is that energy that...
The energy which moves the Ganga, the energy which moves the Himalayas.
What do you call it in the second energy?
There cannot be any name. If I give some name, you will catch out of that name. That is the reason I never wanted to give any name. I never wanted to give any name, because the moment I give the name, you will start repeating the name. You will start memorizing that name. You will think that name is that energy. No. One thing, the name can never be the energy. If you can relate with the energy directly with some technique, that is enough. Let us enter into the technique which makes you to relate with the energy, instead of catching the name. If I say it is Rama or Krishna, you will start repeating Rama, Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare, 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 Rama, Rama, Krishna, Krishna. You see, I always tell people, repeating Rama, Rama, repeating Krishna, Krishna is just equal to repeating Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. People continuously repeat the mantra. Repeating mantra more or less makes you dull. And I have seen people repeating mantra, talking through phone. Repeating mantra, cutting the vegetable. Repeating mantra, walking in the house. That's never going to work. If you just sit in one place and meditate on the meaning of the mantra, if you are supposed to meditate on Rama mantra, means you are supposed to meditate on the form of the Rama, the being of the Rama, not just the word, whereby Rama, 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 and thinking something else. And if you repeating in the mouth and thinking something else, means what happens? Your personality becomes schizophrenic. You master the art of doing two words at a time, and your energy is dissipated. So I always tell people, repeating Rama, Rama, repeating Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola is one and the same. Better you repeat Coca-Cola at least. You will be clear that you are not doing something spiritual.
Does mantra have a form basically? Or do you create a form for the mantra?
See, there are three things: verbalization, visualization, emotion. If all these three things are attached, all these three things are at a time happening, it is a meditation. If only one thing is happening, then it's a problem. If you take a Prana mantra, then you must have a deep love for Rama. And you should meditate in the form of the Rama with bow and arrow and all those Chandrakala. Vadatmagam, Vanarayudamukyam, Rama Viram, then all those forms. If you take a Krishna mantra, you must have a deep love for Krishna, and you must feel the form of the Krishna and name. All these three, if they are engaged, if your being is engaged in all the three, then you won't have a problem. It will become meditation. But generally we don't do all the three. What we do? Rama, 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 hey, cut the line, don't do this. Krishna, 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 ring the one speaker. Go and get vegetables. What is happening, find out. So then naturally you become schizophrenia. Your mind becomes a master of doing the same thing at a time. Two things at a time. Then your energy is dissipated. Now let us enter into the technique to work on the Ajna Chakra. This meditation will heal the eye problem. See, in other techniques you don't directly relate with me. In this technique you actually directly relate with me. Do you know the meaning of the word Varanasi? Rasi. In Sanskrit, Varanasi means the place between the eyebrows and nose. Varanasi. Varana means eyebrow. Nasi means nose. The place between eyebrows and the nose. The Ajna Chakra is Varanasi. Ajna Chakra is Varanasi. Listen, we are going to work on the third eye. Please don't sit directly straight in front of me. You won't be able to bear it. One candle fixed in front of me. Please listen the instruction carefully. Please listen. We are going to work on the third eye. Third is a very mystical energy center. I should tell you one more information. If other energy centers, other chakras have got 5 techniques to open them means this energy center has got 5,000 techniques to open it. Such a powerful chakra. In all over the world, thousands and thousands of mystics. There is no master, no mystic who did not work on this third eye. Everybody, almost everybody works on this third eye. Let me give the instruction. As a 2-layer, we are going to work on this third eye. First layer, first thing, by closing your eyes. By closing your eyes, concentrate on the third eye. Feel as if you are drilling it from inside. Drilling it from inside. Visualize as if you are drilling it from inside. If you visualize you are drilling it from inside, you will see that your whole energy is concentrated on the third eye. First instruction, when I ask you to close your eyes and drill the third eye from inside. Next, second level, when I ask you to open your eyes, see through your third eye to my third eye. See through your third eye to my third eye. Understand? Don't look through 2 eyes. How to look?
What are you feeling?
Imagine as if you are looking through the third eye. Visualize as if you are looking through the third eye. You are seeing through the third eye with the physical 2 eyes opened. You see, when you close your physical 2 eyes, you have to concentrate on the third eye. When you open your 2 eyes, just imagine that you are looking through this area. In the beginning only it will be as if. In 1 or 2 seconds you will see, you are able to look through that one vision. One moment, yes.
They have to remove the sticker bindi?
Yes. If you have the sticker bindi, remove it. Never use sticker bindi. That blocks the Amnya chakra. Always keep kumkum. Kumkum can be there. When you open your eyes, look through your third eye to my third eye. There I have this dot. Understand? So, understand the instruction. When you close your eyes, feel you are drilling the third eye. When you open your eyes, look through your third eye to my third eye. By closing your eyes, concentrate on the third eye. Feel as if you are drilling it from inside.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham
Next, second level, open your eyes, see through your third eye to my third eye. Imagine as if you are looking through the third eye.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So now we'll move to the next year, the year of 2007. And on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted the Ananda Tapas meditation, which is an intense transformational program which deals with how to handle with 64 different fevers that happen in us. These 64 different fevers are caused by the various emotions affecting us. The program was all about becoming centered without being affected by the fevers, about how not to be pushed from one fever to the next, which is what happens with most of us normally. Moving to the year 2010, and on this day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained in detail about the third sutra of Sadhana Pada from Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism described Patanjali as the GPS for the inner world because he is giving clear-cut guidance on all the possible obstacles one goes through. He shared that when Patanjali is describing all these different obstacles, it equips you with all the tools and knowledge weapon, so naturally you will be able to handle and live through it when it happens in your life. So let us listen more from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism directly.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
दाय स्वागतं जीवन् मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दानुभवा
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. In today's sutra, Patanjali describes different obstacles. You may think why such an elaborate description about obstacles are required. I tell you, many times, just knowing about the obstacles is more than enough, it will disappear, because having awareness about obstacles when it happens in your life itself is a great benefit, that you will just handle it. You will just be able to handle it. Just having a clear awareness that these are the possible obstacles. These are the possibility. Patanjali describes all the possible obstacles, what all we may have to go through, we may have to live, we may have to relive. It is almost like giving you the clear-cut guidance, GPS. Patanjali is the GPS for the inner world. Let's enter into today's sutra. Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha, Abhiniveshaha, Kleshaha. How Vivekananda translates this sutra, let's see. The pain-bearing obstructions are ignorance, egoity, attachment, aversion, and clinging to life. Swami Prabhavananda translates as, these obstacles, the causes of man's sufferings, are ignorance, egoism, attachment, aversion, and the desire to cling to life. Again, Swami Sachidananda translates as ignorance, egoism, attachment, hatred, and clinging to life are the 5 obstacles. Many times people tell me, everybody knows about obstacles, what is there, Swamiji? You give directly solution. I say no. If you know about obstacles, that is solution. Knowing about the obstacles is solution. If you need something called solution independently, be very clear you do not know about the obstacle. Because when you have intelligence about any obstacle, see, the intelligence about the obstacle includes the way in which you need to go through the obstacle. It is not just information. Here, when Patanjali is describing all the different obstacles, the very description, the very understanding, the very clarity equips you with all the tools and weapons, what I call Shastra Shastras, the knowledge weapons. So naturally, you will be able to handle it, live through when it happens in you. First, Patanjali starts with the word avidya, ignorance. The word ignorance is too small for avidya. Avidya means trusting things which are not permanent in your life as permanent solid support to divert yourself from the constant insecurity reminder happens in your system. Understand? All of us by nature built with the constant reminder of insecurity system. Like if you don't put the seat belt, how the light goes on in the car, continuously reminding you, or some special sound. Same way, till you become enlightened, there is a constant reminder in you that insecurity. I tell you, you are inbuilt with that insecurity. When you try to divert yourself from that constant reminder, using something which is very impermanent. Sometimes people are so foolish, knowing it is impermanent, they use those diversions because the fear, when that insecurity haunts, it feels too much and they don't know what to do or they don't want to do the real solution, like alcohol. They know in 2-3 hours they will be out of that mood in which they forget all this insecurity. But they wanted to go on, use alcohol and cling to it just to forget this insecurity or forget these fears and problems for few hours, nothing else. They know in that few hours the problem is not going to be solved. It may become a little more. Many times these people come and tell me, oh, sitting in meditation, is it not like trying to forget all the problems, escaping from the problems? No. Not sitting in meditation is what is trying to escape from the problems. Trying to divert yourself through other things. Any entertainment except you facing you directly is escaping from that insecurity, is escaping from that red signal, that constant reminder. Avidya means trying to divert yourself from that constant insecurity using something which is impermanent. I tell you, if you have the capacity to sit with you with closed eyes, just 40 minutes a day, nothing else, 40 minutes a day. Every day, whatever may be your outer world situation, whatever may be your mood swing, whatever may be, if you are able to sit 40 minutes with closed eyes, you don't need to meditate or get into Samadhi, or I am not telling about all those things. I am not giving you any big technique or method or nothing. Just 40 minutes you are able to sit with closed eyes. I tell you, you will not have any problem. You don't need to escape from any problem, because 40 minutes, all your insecurity will come up and haunt you. And the great, beautiful thing about your insecurity is, if you just sit with it directly, it will give you a solution and go away. It will just give you a solution. You will come to terms with it. Either the strategy to work will happen in you, or you will just come to terms with it. See, if that insecurity, the situation has to be handled in the outer world, means some other person is also involved and responsible for that insecurity. You will have the right strategy to handle that person. And if nobody is involved, you are alone creating like a ghost, then you will simply come to terms with it. You will come to terms, you will face it. I tell you, nothing, just sitting with yourself, nothing else. 40 minutes with closed eyes, just sitting. Whatever comes. You will see in 2 months, all the things which you need to face, you would have faced already. The biggest asset for any human being is ability to sit with himself. I tell you, you do not know the value of that asset. Just today, one of our devotees, she was asking me, Swamiji, bless me that I should be centered in my being. How you went through this whole scandal without getting disturbed. I should be in that same awareness. I tell you, this is the secret. This is the secret, the only one secret. You don't need anything else. You don't need even enlightenment. You don't need anything. If you wanted that awareness being centered in the Sthita Prajna, means the unshakable, immovable joy, the consciousness of Jivan Mukti. Nothing else is required. Just have this one capacity, the ability to sit with yourself at least 40 minutes every day. Nothing else. Because when you sit, 40 minutes is too much time for your biomemory to keep quiet or move away from you or hide from you. See, because constantly you are trying to engage yourself in some entertainment, you are trying to say no to your biomemory, the insecurity, whatever is inside, that insecurity also slowly starts saying no to you. Sitting with you 40 minutes, simply you come to terms with it. 40 minutes you cannot suppress. So it's like a in a big bowl, if you put many objects made out of wood and you go on churning the water, all the wooden objects will go inside. But the moment you take the hands off, the moment you remain silent, all that will come up and start floating. Same way, because you are constantly churning your inner space with something, all those insecurity has gone inside and they are sitting inside. Moment you take your hands off, stop churning, they'll just come up and start floating. Trying to hold on to the things which are not permanent and avoiding the inbuilt insecurity is avidya. I tell you, Ramakrishna describes avidya as kamini kanchana, means the lust and wealth. I tell you an important avidya, personality built on name and fame. That is also an important avidya. If you try to build your personality on name and fame, especially in the age of communication, you will create the possibility for the greatest suffering. Unable to face the reality as it is avidya. Building the personality on false things is avidya. The Master's presence removes all the entertainments from you and suddenly puts you into the higher reality, reminds you of the possibility to exist in higher reality, teaches you the extraordinary way of existence, extraordinary way to exist. Just remembering clearly the word avidya is enough. When it comes, you can face it, because most of you are mind-based beings, mind-based personalities. You don't have any problem which is directly physical. Nobody is coming and beating you. Nobody is trying to imprison you. It is not physically. It is more or less fighting with you, mental. So, remembrance of avidya, understanding about ignorance, is more than enough to experience the liberation, to experience the higher consciousness, to experience the Samadhi, going beyond the obstacles. The next word, Asmita, Ahankara. They translate this Asmita as Ahankara. Vivekananda translates as egoity. Sachidananda translates as egoism. Prabhavananda translates as egoism. I'll translate as sense of I-ness mixed with the things which are not really I. Again, the same thing. Same avidya itself is expanded and explained in this next word also. Patanjali is trying to explain the different component of avidya. He is taking us deeper and deeper level through this sutra. See, the feeling of I-ness with the things which are not you, which are not really the I, part of I. How to segregate things which are not really I. The vitarka, the trust with some higher energy, or the trust on something which is not you. On even a single stone is enough, nothing else, just a single stone. Just vitarka on a stone, deep trust on a stone, or on a deity, or on some concept, or on a god, or with some guru, will completely purify you, will liberate you from this identification of I-ness with the things which are not I. Please understand. One day, one of my ashramites asked, Swamiji, why do you go to the temple every day morning so religiously? We all know you did prana pratishtha. You put that energy. But every day so religiously you go and bow down and do pradakshina and do namaskar and come. We told him, it is just to set a precedence. Understand? Start your life, any action, anything, by remembering something which you think it is not you. Surrender in front of anything, no problem. Surrender in front of anything. Have vitarka with anything other than what you think as you. See, this ego is actually unconsciously identifying with something which is not you. The antidote for ego is consciously surrendering to something which you think really it is not you. It may feel very funny. The ego and vitarka are completely opposite to each other. Ego is unconscious identification with something which is not you. Vitarka is consciously identifying with something which is not you. When you consciously identify, all the unconscious identification starts falling. It just starts it is slowly moving away from you. And simply you will surrender into it. You will relax into it. I tell you, the power of feeling connection with God or Guru or even a stone, the ability to feel connected with a stone or God or anything is ability to make things sacred. If you have learned to make a stone sacred, you will simply be able to make yourself sacred. That is the ability to do prana pratishtha. Understand? If you have the ability to do prana pratishtha on a stone, you will have the ability to do prana pratishtha on you. It's a very powerful truth, very important truth. I tell you, I tell all the people, do not lose the ability to do prana pratishtha. Ability to establish sacredness on something. Ability to surrender to something. The other day I was talking to some of the ashramites. Swamiji, do you have anything to tell the people who had a strong feeling connection with you and now lost it? I have only one thing to tell them. Please understand, if you miss me, nothing wrong. But don't miss the ability to have the deep vidarka, the feeling connection. Catch some other master or God or a deity and have the deep, strong feeling connection. Don't miss it. That's the greatest thing can happen to a human being. I tell you, that feeling connection, how much it elevates you. It is just nothing but a rope bridge between you and Shambhala, the plane of enlightened beings. It is just a thin rope bridge. The feeling connection with anything. For some reason, if you are not able to have that with me, it's okay, no problem, don't worry. Nothing is lost. If you are not able to have with me, nothing, you are not lost anything. But don't stop having that feeling connection. Catch some other guru, some other master, some other God, or at least a stone in your house, a deity in your house. Build that feeling connection. Build that deep trust. Because in this whole drama, that feeling connection is important. Neither the information about me, nor the facts or truths or ideas or concepts you carry about me. The important is that strong feeling connection. Build that feeling connection with somebody, with some master, some guru, some deity. You will not lose anything in your life. You will have that ultimate in your life. And that possibility for ultimate is open. I wanted to share with you an important incident happened during my Parivrajaka. I think I would have shared with you already. Once when I was traveling in the central India, under a tree there was a stone. I was feeling like relaxing. So I put my head on the stone and sleeping. Suddenly in 2-3 hours, one farmer was almost about to hit me, shouting. I woke up and I saw he's just burning and boiling. I couldn't understand why. He said, because you are a sadhu, I am not hitting you, I am leaving you. Move away. I didn't understand. I thought maybe it is his land. Even then, usually North India people don't abuse sadhus. North India, they have a great respect for sadhus. I couldn't understand why he is so angry. Then he said, that stone on which I put my head, that is his Shiva. He worships that stone as a Shiva every day. And the surprising thing is, that fellow was sleeping in his house. He had a dream. He had some feeling, some telepathy message kind of a thing. that he has to protect his deity, ran and came. And he saw, I am putting my head on it and sleeping. The moment I understood, I apologized to him. So sorry, please forgive me, I didn't know it's the deity you worship. Anyhow, I moved. Then he did whatever he needed to do as a parigara. And he continued, just left it. I stayed in that village for a few more days. Something else happened. That is the most funny thing. After a few days, one Westerner and his Indian guide, both of them came to that village. They came to know about this guy worshipping that stone as a deity. And they saw this guy is doing all puja sincerely, very sincerely. And that guide, Indian guide, he wanted to show some Indian sadhus to him, that Westerner. So he brought that Westerner to me. I was staying in that nearby there was a small temple. I was staying there. He brought that Westerner to me and he introduced me to him and he to me. So I told this incident just to tell that Westerner about that Indian culture and tradition. See, that ordinary villager who is worshipping that small stone is able to have telepathy message with that stone. I just put my head and slept on that stone, and this guy rushes, gets a dream and vision in his bed and rushes here to move me out of the stone. He was shocked. He was shocked. Anyhow, he wanted to go and meet that guy again. So both of them went. I also went just to see the fun. When this Westerner went and asked that farmer who was worshipping the deity, asked about that incident, he described the same way as I described. Like he was sleeping in the noon time, he was having a nap and he had a vision. That is Shiva coming and telling, come on, coming and showing him something, telling that he should come and move me out or whatever. Or he felt that the farmer felt by putting my head on the deity, I hurt his sentiments. So he rushed and came after having the darshan and moved me out. This is what he said. One funny thing happened. This Westerner, he just wanted to check the strength of that farmer. He asked, if I give you money, $5,000, those days $5,000 is too much, few lakhs. Will you give that stone to me? I was very sure that farmer will not give. He will say, he will get angry and shout at the Westerner and get him out. I was really expecting a very nasty scene. You will be surprised that farmer gave it. He said, take it and give the money. But one thing, I was able to see very clearly that guy, that farmer has vidarka, that feeling connection. It's not a lie. And that guy just said, give the money, take it. And he gave it away actually. That Westerner gave the money and took that deity and went away as a testimony or as a memory, or as a souvenir from India. Because I explained to him how the telepathy works in the Indian traditional system. Any stone can become a transmitting center with the highest frequency if you have that feeling connection. So I was really shocked how this guy sold his deity with which he is living. Anyhow, after that Westerner went away, I asked him, what have you done? What happened to you? Why did you sell your God? You sold your God, your Shiva. Don't you understand? He laughed and said, Swamiji, I did not sell Shiva. I sold the stone which I considered as Shiva. Then I asked, what about it? Even that is a sacred for you. He said, no. I did prana pratishtha. Now I will put another one stone and do prana pratishtha. That's all. See the ability, the guy has a clarity and ability. This is what I am telling you. Having siddhis, but having the clarity about enlightenment. See, just because he had a telepathy connection with that deity, he did not lose or he did not get lost and he did not forget the truth. He did prana pratishtha. The stone itself is not something special. He was shocked. And he said, I'll put another on stone and do prana pratishtha and the same experience will be there. Told, oh God, a villager. What a clarity. I tell you, not being caught by siddhis and forgetting the ultimate truth is this. Having the ultimate clarity even when you have the extraordinary experiences. I am really shocked. A villager, first of all, it is very rare to have this kind of a feeling connection which leads you to the level of telepathy experiences. But having this connection, having the telepathy experience, above all having the clarity, I put it. So I'll get another one stone and do prana pratishtha. The God will be there. He says, the ability to do prana pratishtha is in me. So after all, he will really love to have that stone as a souvenir from India. Let him have it, that's all. And with that money, I'll build a new temple for the new deity which I am going to put. And this guy really built. He built it. I'll trace it actually. Now I am able to trace all the places. Now I am sitting and doing the tracking of all the Parivrajaka Yatra places I went. Because there is so much of controversy about my Parivrajaka, I wanted to give a clear picture. I am coming up with a clear picture, and from my memory, I am trying to pick up all the files. Maybe in some places where I traveled in train with ticket, when devotees give, we'll be able to trace back some of the records. I wanted to rebuild that whole Parivrajaka time with as much evidence as possible. Because now everything about my life is legal. I will have to provide evidence. We'll trace that place. That guy really built a small temple, not big, small temple, with a new deity. And he did prana pratishtha. And he's living with that. Maybe he's still alive also. We don't know. If we trace it, we'll be able to get him. Understand, the ability to do prana pratishtha should not be lost. The ability to do prana pratishtha is antidote for egoism. Egoism means feeling connection, associating yourself with things which are not you unconsciously. Devotion means feeling connected to things which are not you consciously. When you consciously feel connected, that thing which is not you becomes you. Because in underground, underlying, deep down, you are everything. In a different plane, it is you who is everything. And the ego and devotion. Devotion is a direct antidote, means feeling connection is a direct antidote to egoism. That is why I insist. This farmer, see, you can learn a beautiful lesson from this guy. He did prana pratishtha. He put that as a deity and started worshipping. But his feeling connection is so strong, he is able to have telepathy experience, Even after having the telepathy experience with the deity, he is not caught with the deity. He still has a clarity. I can do the same with another one stone. That is what I say, going beyond form. Going beyond form does not mean dumping my form. The ability to create the same feeling connection with another one form. If you have the ability to create the same feeling connection with another one form, if you dump my form, it's perfect, nothing wrong. If you have the ability to have that same feeling connection with another one form or formlessness, then if you dump my form, it's perfect, nothing wrong. You are free from it. But by dumping my form, if you have lost the ability to have that feeling connection, one of the important channel in your life is locked, sealed. One of the great possibility is lost. All I am requesting or humbly suggesting for all the former disciples who had that feeling connection and now lost. If you lost this form or me, no problem, nothing wrong. You have not lost anything. But don't lose the ability to have that feeling connection. Catch some other master, some other guru, some other deity, some god, and open, rebuild, redevelop the possibility of feeling connection. You will really see the ultimate possibility happening in you. The antidote for egoism is feeling connection, vidarka. So when you start your life remembering anything other than you, it is sacred. When you do anything by remembering something which is other than you, it is sacred. If you are living anything by remembering which is other than you, you are living spiritual life. Next obstacle, Patanjali is describing here, Raha. Vivekananda translates this as attachment. Prabhavananda translates this word again as attachment. Sachidananda also translates again as attachment. I will not translate, I will tell you the concept of the word raga. You try to understand. Raga is not just attachment, the reaction of attachment. The reaction of attachment is feeling bound, and the hatred which comes because you are feeling bound is raga. Just the pure attachment will never bring any problem to you. Pure The pure attachment does not bring any suffering to you. But the reaction to the pure attachment, feeling bound, and the hatred which happens in you because of that feeling bound, that bound are being slave. The reaction to the raga, reaction to the attachment is raga. And one more thing, your inner space is so intelligent. The moment you have the attachment, the reactions of attachment will start happening in you. That is why all your relationship is love-hatred relationship. I call that intimate enemy. All the people with whom you are intimate, they are intimate enemies. The moment you have attachment, the other side of you immediately feels, oh God, now I have attached. I don't know how this fellow is going to reciprocate or respond to it. And how am I going to handle if that fellow is not responding as I want? How am I going to handle even if he responds as I want? Already the calculation has started. The reaction of attachment is raga, not directly attachment. The pure attachment does not bring any suffering because it does not sit and calculate the reaction to the attachment or your own calculations about the attachment. That is what is raga. That is what is a big obstacle in the spiritual progress or peaceful life or samadhi. A small story. One man is in deathbed, asked his wife that she should be truthful to him and marry his friend after his death. She said, that is okay, I'll marry him, but you always told me you hate him, even though he is your friend. Why do you want me to marry him? He said, yes, I hate him, that is why I wanted you to marry him. Intimate enemies. All our relationships are intimate enemies till you experience the pure raga. Pure raga will not have any repenting feelings, will not expect that you are supposed to react and respond in such a way for the love shown. The pure raga is like a river, only flows, never comes back. But the word attachment is like a river which is stopped by the dam. When the river is stopped by the dam, for a few meters it comes back. Because it is stopped, the speed with which it went, and it stopped and it comes back. So raga cannot be exactly translated by the word attachment. Its reaction of attachment is raga. When the pure attachment flows and the logic dam is built, which starts calculating. You see, pure attachment is almost like a falling into the abyss. One more small story. One guy fell from the 3rd floor and lying on the ground with multiple fracture. The friend rushed and asked, did the falling hurt you? He said, no, the stopping has really hurt me, not the falling. The falling has not hurt me, the stopping has hurt me, the sudden stop. Without stopping, if you are just falling, it is flying, it is floating. That does not hurt you. Understand? The pure raga, the pure flow of desires does not attach you, does not disturb you, does not bring suffering. But your logical calculation about that flow, if you can flow without logical calculation, you are living enlightenment. That day you put the logical dam for the pure flow, your honeymoon ends. That is why the word moon, not sun. The pure flow of your being with anything does not bind you, bring suffering. It is not attachment. You cannot suffer from it. It's your logical calculation. That is why the people who go on calculating are almost always a failure in relationship. In relationships, they are big failure. One lady goes to the doctor, and after the checkup, doctor says, You have only 6 months to live. She shocked, started crying. 6 months, too short time. Please give some solution. Doctor says, all right, marry an accountant. She says, oh, that'll make my life long. I'll become all right. He says, no, it'll look very long. Impossible. The other day one guy came and he asked me, Swamiji blessed me that I wanted to go for divorce. I said, why? I inquired what you are doing. He said he's a doctor. I inquired what she is doing. She's BABL Swamiji, lawyer. I asked, does she goes to court and practices? No Swamiji, she argues in the house itself. Constantly, if you build a dam of logic for the flow of love, please understand, by nature, by the very quality of your bio-memory, you are built for love and for flowing for life. Flowing is life. That is expansion. I tell you, even the chair with which you are sitting, try to have a few seconds and flow with that chair. Feel that chair is alive and sit with a lot of love. God, you are holding me. You are holding me. If you are not there, I may have to sit on the ground little uncomfortably. Just few seconds. The chair will become alive and it will respond to you. It will respond to you. I tell you, really it does miracles. Really, 2-3 times it happened in my own life. My car, which I used for last 8 years, I call that as Nandi. At least 2 times, we have very clear evidence, ran without petrol or diesel, without fuel, for 30 kilometers. Completely empty. Still I am not able to understand how that guy ran 30 kilometers till the next petrol bunk. In the next petrol bunk it stopped. Still I can't understand. But I always treat that car in a very loving way. When I get into that car and sit, I just feel I am sitting on a living energy. Just I'll touch with very loving way. Nothing else. Your flow can make anything alive. In Yogananda's life, there is a beautiful incident. He had a rose plant in his bedroom near the window. Every day he will just go and stand near the plant and tell the plant, I'll take care of you. You don't need to have a self-defense mechanism that taunts. You don't need to protect yourself. And very beautifully one of his close disciples who was taking care of him, she writes in her reminiscence, just in 3 weeks, that plant dropped all the thorns. It was giving only flowers, no thorns. It just dropped. She writes, I know because I am around him, I am taking care of him, I am serving him. I know how deep, secure feeling I feel around him. I know that secure feeling. But I can't understand. A plant can feel that security and drop that thorns, literally, physically. The life can make everything alive. The moment you put the logical bridge, calculation bridge, everything will become dead. So, raga is not exactly attachment. The word attachment is not the right word, right translation. Because the pure raga does not bind you. It is never an obstacle for enlightenment. I tell you, I had a pure raga with millions of people. Few people are, conspired or did whatever they want to do. But still I am very clear. My raga towards them is not disappeared. It is there. Because I never expected that they should not do anything wrong to me. If I had that expectation, they should not do something to me, they should do only this. If I had the calculation how they should behave, now my raga will disappear. But my raga has not disappeared. Still, when I remember the people who cherish enmity towards me, I don't have any problem. There is no problem. The raga itself, the pure attachment or desire itself is not a problem. Your calculations about the desire, your profit loss statement about the desire, the moment you try to have utility value out of the desires. For example, your love flows, your simple desire flows, your simple attachment flows towards some direction. Then you have your notebook. If this flows in this direction, this many kilometers, what will happen with this guy, with this situation, with this place? Will it bring suffering? Will it bring joy? Will it bring this? Will it bring that? Will it bring wealth? Will it bring name and fame? Will it bring this, that? That calculation, that is what I call dam. Then this river goes and hits the dam, comes back. What happens in the dam is attachment. That is suffering. The reaction to your pure flow is obstacle for enlightenment, not the flow itself. We need to have a clear understanding about the love, flow, desire, attachment and all these words, because wrong understanding about all these words can bring suffering to you. Understand? In the country law, if a wrong interpretation is given to one word, that can bring suffering to a person. Same way, in the cosmic law, the wrong interpretation is given to a word, it can bring inner suffering to you. Wrong interpretation of the word in the country law can put you in prison in the outer world. Wrong interpretation in the cosmic law, one word in the cosmic law can put you in the internal prison. Many of us suffer in the internal prison. So this is the cosmic law. Have the right interpretation, the right understanding. Raga means when your pure energy flows and your calculation starts. The celebrity's personal life or the love life is always failure, because everything in their life they calculate. If I live with this guy, what will be the effect and side effect? If I marry this guy, what will be the effect and side effect? If I am with this guy, what will be the effect and side effect? The flow is stopped with the logic. When you bring some other utility value into the flow, it is a failure. That moment it ends. Continuously I am seeing. In any field, the moment you start the calculation, the utility value of this flow, gone, over. It's over. Raga. The pure raga leads you to enlightenment, but the reaction to the raga, if you start having calculations about the raga, that is what is obstacle. Next word, dvesha. Again, Vivekananda translates this word as aversion. Prabhavananda also translates this as aversion, and Sachidananda translates as hatred. Maybe I'll translate this as repulsion. That can be the much better word. Or you can say all these words put together. Aversion, hatred, repulsion. All these words put together. That concept is dvesha.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham
The moment you remember something, if you feel unpleasant, you have dvesha, that's all. The moment you remember something or person or somebody, if you are feeling unpleasant, you don't want to remember it, you just wanted to change. You wanted something else in your mind than that, you have dvesha for it. The only remedy is meditate on it. Whatever object, person, situation, space, place you have dvesha, meditate on it. Sit with it. Conduct like a court. Why I have dvesha? Bring all the complaints. Conduct your own trial. Accuse that guy with honor. See that dvesha is nullified. Please understand. Cherishing dvesha in the inner space is such big bondage for you, not for anybody else. Not for anybody else. It's for you. My brahmacharis were telling me, Swamiji, by constantly teaching compassion, 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 you made us all very powerless or strengthless. I told them, no. By teaching compassion, I made you guys strong. The real strength is the internal stability. Not being shaken by anything internally, not being moved by anything internally. The dvesha may bring outer world success, but will never be able to let you live in a relaxed way. My description about life is totally different from the description you learn from your universities, college, friends, subordinates, colleagues and higher authorities, or from the so-called society. I tell you, society is nothing but bunch, or I can say thick layer of hypocrisy. It is just hypocrisy constantly justified as morality. That's a funny thing. I really was surprised who all have started teaching morality to me in this scandal. I was really surprised. And all these guys who go on writing articles about me and go on debating about me, judging about me, those guys should understand, after all, the elite society is in touch with me. All their personal life stories are very clearly known to me. I am really surprised. The guys who passed comments during the scandals, all their life is very clearly known to me because I am constantly in touch with the elite society. The elite society continuously comes to me to see or to have my darshan or blessings, and all their stories are very clearly known to me. I was really surprised that how these guys are. Maybe there's a beautiful proverb that cat thinks if it closes its eye,
Nityananda everyone. So now we'll be moving to the next segment of this Bhava Samadhi Darshan. We request all the viewers who want to watch the full video, they can visit the nityanandapedia.org on this date, 1st August 2010. So with this, we'll be moving to the alive satsang with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We request all the viewers who are watching us, let's get ready to receive the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Will now be entering into the meditation. Request all of you to please sit straight and close your eyes.
Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivoham Nithyanandeshwari Paramashivoham Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and blessings. I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus, de facto Kailasians from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Sarvavarityagis, Srimahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedar, visitors, viewers, special invited guests, VIPs, and all those who received Om Awards today, different Kailasas awards and rewards, recipients, and Kailasa Gurukul students, NHU students, Kailasa's ministers, ambassadors, citizens, consulate generals, supporters, Mantreshwaras, Vidyeshwaras, Ganeshwaras, Astreshwaras, everyone sitting with us all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings on this auspicious Guru Purnima occasion. On this auspicious Guru Purnima occasion, Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa: blessings, blessings, blessings. After this great pause, Samadhi, all the blessings will be showered on all of us. Blessings, blessings in every level. Blessings to each one of you. To achieve complete fulfillment. What you want, in the outer world, what you want in the inner world, what you want in above the vertical time zones, what do you want in the space of enlightenment, Maha Kailasa. Blessings to each one of you on this auspicious Guru Purnima day. Understand, it's for all of you. This great pass, a long Samadhi happened. I was in a deep state of Samadhi, in pure Nirvikalpa Samadhi with Paramashiva, one with Paramashiva, because he wanted to manifest more and more intense, powerful spiritual energies and powers. So now all the auspiciousness, all the blessings, all the good things Paramashiva wanted to manifest through this body and being to the whole universe, let it be showered on all of us now. Om, 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 Paramashiva, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om. Each one of you sitting with me now, connected to me now, I am talking to each one of you and blessing each one of you. Let the grace of Paramashiva be showered on all of us. Let the grace of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, be showered on all of us. Paramashiva Paramburul, the ultimate, manifest in all of us. The state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva, super consciousness of Paramashiva. Let everything, Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva, manifest, showered on all of us. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Next to the blessings, important, most powerful message to all of us from Paramashiva, directly from Kailasa is now, from now, upgraded new beginning starts. Listen, I'm not saying new starting or restarting. No. Understand these words. Upgraded new beginning. 42 years before, at the age of 3, when my gurus made me sit in their lap and started my first Chaturmasya, at the age of 3, they gave me Balasanyas and made me start doing the first Chaturmasya. They made me sit in their lap and they held my hand and started doing. That time, the beginning started. The beginning. Manifested. After 42 years, now upgraded new beginning in everything. Everything. It will be an absolute upgraded new beginning. The way Paramashiva is manifesting after this great pause, understand? This great pause, last 3 months, from April 13th to July 13th, these 3 months, literally, even my muscle memory, bio-memory melted down. Literally, I am having a new body. This body is a new body. The people who said, I am gone or dead, it's not that they are completely wrong. I should say, they are not completely wrong. In a sense, in a way, Paramashiva is now manifesting in this body, which is completely new. Which is completely new. It is upgraded new beginning. It is upgraded new beginning in every level. From today starts upgraded new beginning. For you, for me, for Kailasa, and the relationship you have with me, you have with Kailasa, I have with you, Kailasa as with you, everything will be upgraded new beginning. This great past has done a great job. April 13th, I remember clearly, like a light shaft, Lingodbhava, Paramashiva standing, and all other memory, ideas, everything disappeared. Body went through whatever it has to go through. Being went through whatever it has to go through. There's no mind. So only body and being. Both went through whatever it has to go through. A deep, powerful, detoxing, cleansing process. And I know once in a while, Paramashiva moves to Savikalpa Samadhi, and once in a while to Sahaja Samadhi. Understand? When I am showing the hands, for you to understand, hands go up and down, but in Samadhi level, there is no down. There is only up, 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 up. Nirvikalpa Samadhi. From Nirvikalpa Samadhi, when Savikalpa Samadhi happens, it is always up. From Savikalpa Samadhi, when Sahaja Samadhi happens, it is always up. There is no down. Normally, people think from Nirvikalpa Samadhi, if Savikalpa Samadhi happens, it's like a settling down or going down. No. It's a different levels of Samadhi. I can see very clearly Paramashiva manifesting, dancing, doing his Leela. And ultimately now he is manifesting the pure, greatest level of existence. Paramashiva Sayujyatva. He himself is manifesting. He is doing his Leela. So you will see from today everything upgraded, new beginning. Upgraded, new beginning. Paramashiva has so many amazing things to share with you all, to offer. Whether Paramashiva's powers, Paramashiva Shakti, or Paramashiva Jnana, knowledge, or the state of the ultimate, the space of the ultimate, Paramashiva Pada, Paramashiva Anubhava, the intensity of all your experiences and the way you are all going to express, you will realize the meaning of this word, upgraded new beginning. Whether your power manifestation or the boons you ask, the speed and the quickness with which the boons you want manifesting, everything. The teachings of Paramashiva working inside you, everything will be upgraded new beginning. Last 41 years, whatever you saw as Nithyananda and Kailasa, everything is past. Now what you are going to see will be absolutely upgraded new beginning. For introduction purpose, I am using the word upgraded new beginning today. Within next few days, after your experiences, from today, through your experiences, within next few days, you are all going to utter this word, oh God, yes, everything is upgraded, new beginning. This is going to be the mantra. You will see reverberating in all Kailasas all over the world, in all Kailasavasis being all over the world. Everything is going to be upgraded, new beginning. Through your experience, you will all realize, yes, 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 it is upgraded new beginning. Understand? This body and being is the instrument in the hands of Paramashiva. He has filled it. He is manifesting through it. He just raised its frequency to the next level for him to do his Leela, which you are all going to be part and enjoy. Understand? From today, whoever is connected to me, you are all going to be part of my biography. Understand? Because Paramashiva, when he raises the frequency, he attracts only those who are ready for the higher frequency. I have seen every time when he raises the frequency, he attracts only those who are ready for this higher frequency. Those who are ready to enjoy, experience this higher frequency. Those who want to enjoy the life being part of his story, which is history. Understand? So from today, everyone who is part of my life, you will be part of his story, Paramashiva's story, which is history. In every level, whether the way you cognize the great spiritual cognitions and truths by Paramashiva, or the way you manifest them as powers, or what you want in your life, health, wealth, blissful relationships, spiritual cognition, enlightenment, Paramashiva's state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, whatever, completion. Anything you want to manifest in your life, in the outer world or in the inner world or in the other world, the quickness, the speed and the power, you will realize the meaning of this word, upgraded new beginning. So from today, everything related to Kailasa will be upgraded new beginning. It will be most beautiful, most powerful, most wonderful. So, with this message, upgraded new beginning, with the grace of Paramashiva, I offer myself to the Guru Parampara and begin the Chaturmasya Vrata of this year, formally, officially. Chaturmasya is the time enlightened beings and incarnations and their disciples, followers, all of them, use focused on enriching the whole world. Usually, the sannyasis, enlightened beings, they travel from place to place. This Chaturmasya, they focus on enriching the humanity by reducing their travel. The whole focus is on enriching the humanity, offering the best things to the humanity, so now, officially, Chaturmasya begins. This Chaturmasya, we will all focus on Shastras, sharing Hindu Shastras. When I say Hindu Shastras, I mean Veda and Agamas. When I use the word Veda, I mean the four part. Veda, Veda Anga, Upaveda, Vedanta. All the four fundamental scriptures are called Vedas together. Same way, when I use the word Agama, Agamas, Upa-agamas, Agama Anga and Agamanta. All the four scriptures, Veda and Agama. These two are the Shrutis, ultimate Shastras of Hinduism. We will focus this next 4 months till the Navaratri Vijayadasami. We will be celebrating Chaturmasya observing Chaturmasya Vrata, the whole Kailasa and the devotees, Kailashins, all of us will focus on enriching the world with the Shastras, Veda and Agamas. Next message. Listen. Listen intensely. Just by listening, this will become your experience. Don't allow your mind to come and tell, oh, the same thing I have heard many times from Swamiji. No. Neither I am the same old Swamiji you know, nor you are the same old person you think you know. Both of us are new now. So listen. God is you. God particle is yours. Listen. Anything you know as yours, your body, your mind, your relationships, your furnitures, your home, your wealth, anything you know as yours, your very experience of your life, persons you know as yours, relationships you know as yours, experiences you know as yours is God particle. Understand? Please understand. What you experience as I in you, that experience of I-ness in your body and mind and being, that I-ness is God. Because of the God's presence, that I-ness is experienced in you, perceived in you, manifests in you. You feel that I in you because Paramashiva is in you. And everything you know as yours, that mine, I and mine, you and yours, whatever you know as yours is God particle. Like the particles came out of God. Understand? So nothing is unsacred. Everything is sacred. Your experience about you and your experience about the other world, people, everything is sacred. Meditate on this. You will understand every experience you go through adds to you, expands you, makes you powerful, intense, matured. Everything matures you. Even death matures you. Understand? Before the body dying, more number of times your mind dying is good for you, because you will be getting matured and matured and matured. Multiple lives you will live in one body. So much of maturity would have happened in you. I tell you, every time, if you finish reading Living Enlightenment or my Bhagavad Gita commentary, you will feel like, wow, one new life it feels like. It feels like the whole new perception has opened up. It means within one body, you have had one death. You have got upgraded yourself. You got matured. Understand within one body, if you go through multiple death of your mind dying and new mind coming, that mind also dying and new mind coming. When this happens, you mature so much. That is the best way you can use your body. But instead, carrying the same mind, if your body dies again and again, you take birth, but the same mind, that is a waste of life. The best productivity of the life is more number of time minds dying within one body. The worst productivity of life is more number of time bodies dying with the same mind. More bodies dying and taking new bodies with the same mind is the worst productivity. It's literally useless. You spent your whole life in laziness and boredom and depression. Instead, more number of times mind dying and new mind and new being getting created in the same body is the best productivity. Many of you who read any one of my books like Living Enlightenment or Bhagavad Gita, you would have experienced, especially if you get the click and sit and read the first page to last page at one stretch. Sometimes you get the click, oh God, but so many things are opening up. And when you get that kind of a click and you read from first page to last page, like sitting for 1 or 2 days continuously, and you are filled with a heavy, intense powerfulness, you will feel like as if something new has happened. When you go through the Paramashivoham program, you get this same experience. That's what I call the mind and being dying and taking new births in the same body. Understand? The more number of times your mind dies in the same body, your life is productive. You are living in optimum level. That's what has happened for me now. For me this time, not just being, even the body is new. So much change has happened. So much detoxing and cleansing has happened. Even body is new this time. Paramashiva's manifested and manifesting. Paramashiva is manifesting even body new. Understand? The I you are experiencing in you is Paramashiva himself, God. And everything you experience as yours is God particle. Good, bad, right, wrong, everything you experience is God particle. You are going to see now the superconscious mutation. When I use the word superconscious mutation, I mean people manifesting superconsciousness in the next level will become very normal, because I know what happens in me. See, how Paramashiva manifests in me, from that I can see very clearly what he is going to manifest in all of you. The superconscious mutation will be normal, and beings manifesting Paramashiva's powers will be new normal. So much of power manifestation is going to happen. From now, with such intense energy, explosion, and expression. Paramashiva's power manifestation will become just new normal. Now I know everything has become very precise. Precise. Understand, I have so much to share with you all from Kailasa. As I said, today the upgraded new beginning starts. This whole Chaturmasya, I'll be continuously sharing through various satsangs, programs, sessions, everything. this whole Chaturmasya, all of us will focus on taking the Hindu scriptures to the whole world, enriching the whole world with Hindu scriptures in every possible way. In further satsangs, I'll give what all possible way. Immediately I can give you one or two. We have already printed and keeping Bhagavad Gita, Living Enlightenment, many of the books I have written on the scriptures, Hindu Shastras, ready in multiple countries. And I also give you freedom, all Kailasas, ashrams, temples, monasteries. You can print as many copies as you want in any of my books and distribute freely to any number of people. I think we have more than 1,500 ISBN numbered books. You can share as hard copy. That's the first priority, because the hard copy, printed form of book, when it is sitting in somebody's room on their table, that is like a Utsava Murti of Paramashiva. It will go and connect that person with Paramashiva. So every book is Utsava Murti of Paramashiva. So print and distribute freely. All temples, ashrams, monasteries. As per today's report, Paramashiva's Kailasa has 1,200 legitimate registered bodies in more than 140 countries. Some are temples, legally registered. Some are gurukuls, some are universities, some are banks and microfinance institutions, some are NPOs, some are charity organizations, all put together 1,200 organizations. So I give you all 1,200 organizations connected to Kailasa, right? All of them are only spiritually connected. Socially, politically, legally, they are all independent. Spiritually, they are connected. Same structure as Vatican. The Vatican structure for Christians, the same thing. For Hindus, we have replicated. All organizations. Sorry, now I'm being told it's not 1,200, it's 1,400. Around 1,400 organizations. Legally registered bodies we have. All 1,400, you are free to print as books and distribute to as many people as possible freely. These 4 months, let us focus on it. The next level, the second option, plan B, is sharing the digital version freely for people to read. But the first choice is physical hard copy. That's the best. Till that happens, you can start sharing ebooks. Each devotee, make this as your lifestyle. Every morning, when you go to work, on the way, at least meet few devotees' house or few new people's house whom you know or who will not say no to you. Just offer the book and tell them, please read. And evening I'll ask you for the review. Every day, if you start distributing to the people whom you know and the friends in your office, your team, and ask them how they feel next day, surely they will feel very happy and great. And then ask them, do you have anybody to whom you want to distribute, you want to give? If that person says, yes, I have 25 people in my life whom I really love and I would like them to read this book, then give him 25 copies next day. Let him distribute. So let the free distribution of the books, spiritual books, happen through hard copy and soft copy, both. Some people are asking, how do we get copies if we are living in cities with no Kailasa temples? Make Kailasa temple, that's all. It's as simple as this. So now by answering a live question, I have proved it's a live session, it's not video recorded. I am live and alive. So, it's as simple as this. If you are living in a city where there is no Kailasa temples, just start one. Or move to a city where there is a Kailasa temple, that's all. Anyone. Do anyone. Either start one if you are ready, capable. If you feel you may not be able to start a Kailasa temple, I think if you feel you can't start a Kailasa temple, it's the ignorance and incompletion and laziness and boredom and tiredness and life negativity. Drop that and start a Kailasa temple. That's it. Paramashiva can assume a human body and come to planet Earth. When he can travel so much to reach you, you can take 1 or 2 steps towards him. If you take 1 step towards Paramashiva, he takes 10,000 steps, is the old proverb. But the new truth is, he takes billions of steps towards you. Only then he even expects you to take 1 step towards him. That's the new truth. Understand? Anything which has an expiry date is not your core. See, body changes, mind changes. Anything which changes, which has an expiry date, may be part of you temporarily, but that can never be your core. There is something, your core, which Krishna says in Gita, Sutre Manigana Iva. Like the thread which is connecting all the pearls. There's a core in you which has no expiry date, connecting everything you have. connecting everything you have. The core of you has no expiry date. Anything which expires is not the core of you. So understand, anything which has expiry date may be part of you. Like your body is part of you temporarily. Your mind is part of you temporarily. Like that, it may be part of you, but not your core. Your core has no expiry date. Realize that. Your core has no expiry date. Somebody is asking, can anyone print and distribute? Please understand, anyone who wants to print and distribute, send an email to Kailasa and take permission, because we don't want anyone to print and sell. I don't want any commercial use. That's all. These 3 months, this great pause, Samadhi, is the best thing that was happening to this whole universe, cosmos. Greatest and best thing happening. Now I am telling you, when you see the results in next few days, the upgraded new beginning, its results, you will understand the truth that this great past 3 months, Samadhi, is the best thing. See, understand. Hinduism explains this whole creation most authentically. It very clearly says, even Brahma, the creative dimension of Paramashiva, Brahma manifests this creation through tapas. Tapas means what? Being in Samadhi. By sitting in Samadhi, only even Brahma manifests this universe. Even Vishnu, being in yoga nidra, he maintains this universe. Parabrahma manifests this universe by being in Samadhi. Parandama maintains this universe by being in Yoga Nidra, which is also Samadhi. Paramashiva rejuvenates this universe by being in Samadhi. He always stays in Samadhi and does this whole thing. Parameshwara, by being in Samadhi, does the Trobhava, this Leela, playing with Parameshwari and this whole Trobhava Leela. Paramashiva himself comes as Paramatma, Guru. And does the liberation by being in Samadhi. Understand, everything happens even by the gods by being in Samadhi. So, whether creation, maintenance, sustaining, or rejuvenation, or putting in delusion or liberation, everything is done by even the gods by being in Samadhi. So, this time, Paramashiva put this body, mind, being, everything. Of course, there's no mind, body and being, everything in Samadhi completely for 3 months to do something great to the world, to the humanity. Actually, even I feel everything is new. Everything is new. I'm seeing everyone. Everything looks so new. I have so much to share. Not only what I have not spoken for last 3 months and now upgraded, I'll share with you all continuously in this Chaturmasya through satsangs, multiple programs. Maybe within next 10-15 days, from next Amavasya, we will start the Paramashivoham Level 3. I think today is 13th July. We'll start on August 1st. We'll keep English date so that it is easy for all of you to take off from your work and come. So, August 1st, We'll start the next Paramashivoham Level 3. There's so much more to share with you all. I'll continue to share in further satsangs every day. I just want to sincerely thank all of you for being here. I'll speak at least few words in Tamil also.
படைகுண்டு திரும்ப வரான் கலியுக அவதாரம் சிவனோட சக்தி சேர்ந்து ஆள போகும் புது யுகம் பக்தனின் குறை போக்க எடுத்து வரான் விஸ்வரூபம் கருணையே குருவாய் வந்த நித்யானந்த பரமசிவம் படைகுண்டு திரும்ப வரான் கலியுக அவதாரம் சிவனோட சக்தி சேர்ந்து ஆள போகும் புது யுகம் பக்தனின் குறை போக்க எடுத்து வரான் விஸ்வரூபம் கருணையே குருவாய் வந்த நித்யானந்த பரமசிவமே கேளுடா சிவ எழுந்து வரான் பாருடா தகதகடி பிடிக்குதா கொடி கோட்டை தாண்டி பறக்குதா சிவரூபம் தரித்து வந்து முக்காலம் கடந்து சென்று முடிவில்லா வாழ்க்கை தந்து குலங்காக்கும் சாதா சிவன் சொல்லிய பொய்கள் பல நூறு சுனாலுமே புகழ்.
I also wanted to thank so many of you standing by Kailasa, sharing your time, treasure, talent. There is so many of you. I have to thank for so many reasons. So I am thanking every one of you. for all the good things you did and doing. Not only sharing your time, treasure, talent, even sharing your support, moral support, sympathy, love. I just want to thank all of you. Thank you all for doing so many wonderful things. You may ask why I am postponing Paramashivoham program, Paramashivoham program, level 3, Paramashivoham level 3 program to August 1st, because still body need to completely settle in Sahaja Samadhi to conduct programs. That will be long hours of sitting and manifesting Samadhi and powers. So I am taking few more days to settle, to conduct the programs. Thank you for the patience. There is so much to be attended. Feels like a completely new world. So many people need to be attended. So many things need to be attended now. I'm just seeing each one of you giving Nayana Diksha. Everyone in every temple all over the world, in every monastery, every school, every Gurukul, every university, almost more than 5,000 places. From 5,000 places all over the world, people are attending live in two-way. I'm just rotating all the screens, Zoom sessions, two-way, everything, seeing and blessing each one of you, each team, group, ashram, temples, monasteries, organizations, universities. Blessings to all of you. I'll share few words in Tamil after just few minutes break. The program will continue. Stay tuned. I'll speak in Tamil after few minutes. Break. So, with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddha-Advaita Saivam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.